Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Bingo Bonanza, live from the double wide of everyone's favorite beauty professional, Hummel figurine collector, and bingo caller, Miss Richfield 1981.
I'd like to tell a story of the prettiest of girls. It's me from Minnesota, in my heels and in my curls. Although my roots were modest, I was destined for the stage. My parents knew they had a star when at an early age. I did not say the word mama, I chose a different line. At just the tender age of 2, I screamed, "Oh, 69!" Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I'm your hostess, Miss Richfield 1981, and I invite you to stay right where you are and let me bring bingo to you. Oh, it's gonna be a bonanza because we've got a live studio audience and prizes and the Richfield winner spinner and fun, and it's all because bingo makes it better. It really does! Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Now it's your turn, join with me. Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Grab your balls and play, now you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play. I can hear you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, hey! We're grabbing our balls and play. Next, I'm grabbing my cat, Mr. Lewis, who is a little, he likes to be held, but he likes to run around, when we're doing bingo. He likes to be active, and he's doing real well. And we're having a great week, and we're having March Madness. Can you believe it's almost it's coming to the end of March? How is this possible? But I'm Miss Richfield 1981. I bring you happy, Heidi, hope, and the friendly citizens and responsible merchants in Richfield, which is my home sweet home here in Minnesota, where butter is a spice and gravy is a beverage. Still cold here, still a little snowy off and on. I know what it's like. It seems it's that way all over the country. But I got into the March Madness spirit by wearing my running suit. Look at this. Isn't this cool? And it's an actual running suit. Look at it. Isn't it cool? It's an Olympic running suit from years ago. And, you can get this crazy fun stuff on eBay. And I found it. And the gal's name was Marie. And I don't know if you pronounce the R in Marie the way she said it, but it's I don't know anything about it. I mean, if anyone knows anything, it must have been when it was overseas. Apparently, but I think it's for America. It's an American one. So, but it was for the overseas Olympics outside the country. So anyway. I am so tickled you're here and you're joining us, and we are on Bingo. I can't even believe I'm saying this. 99 Bingo 99. Next week's a big one. It's Bingo 100. But I want to bring on our beautiful studio audience because we have a really exciting audience. And sometimes there's from one area of the country or the other area of the country. Sometimes they're all from the East Coast or whatever. And this time they're from all over the place. They're from all over. And we've got like right next to me, Shannon and Chachi. Look at them. I wish you could put a little, effort into your decorating. It looks a little simple.
Oh,
I love it. Look at that. Balloons and a big poster. You're coming to us from Denver, but you've got Kansas up. So you must be rooting. Is it the baseball thing that's going on right now?
It's the basketball thing.
Was it basketball?
orange ball.
The big orange balls.
The big orange ball, yeah.
It's funny. You would think I would be able to know that because I
Yeah.
love that sort of thing. I love big orange balls. I'm very fond of them, but I have a hard time keeping track of all the athletics. I mean, there's always something going on. So this is basketball, you're saying?
This is basketball.
But see, I think my running suit works for any, right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
wear these sorts. So this is sort of a costume they would wear for basketball, right?
Yep, they wear it for the warm-ups.
For the warm, I love that. Yeah, and I'm kind of warming up here with all of you folks. And from Denver, Colorado, it was one of my favorite cities. I love Denver. You have a beautiful fine arts center in Denver. One of the nicest ones, the Gala, where all the gay choruses across the country have their, every 4 years, have their big festivities there. And they have for several years, not every year, but it's such a great space. I sang there one time with the New York Gay Men's Chorus, and we had a wonderful time. And of course, the city's just beautiful. There's just nothing bad to say about Denver. It's gorgeous. The people are friendly. And so anyway, we'll chat more with you two. Don't go anywhere, okay? Because we got to talk. And then we'll talk about, you know what? I'm going to write down basketball. So remember, I don't call it basket. How do you spell that? Basket. Like a basket?
It's like basket case, but ball.
Oh, basket case. Well, basket case. Look at Noelle. How are you, Noelle? Great to see you, darling. Noelle is somebody that we have to say a special thanks to because Noelle came in at the last minute because we had a last minute changeover. We had some Mo's been out dancing around probably on the dance floor, and God knows what, he got sick and he doesn't feel good. And so then we got Nicole on the line and said, can you step in? And she said, okay. She's from Arizona, so it's earlier for you. It's only, what is it, like 5 o'clock in the evening out there?
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay, perfect. So, have you eaten dinner yet?
No.
Oh, my word. Okay. So, well, you might not know. Now, you're a first-time viewer, right? Or first time on the show. Do you know my cat, Lewis? Are you familiar with Lewis?
Yes.
Okay, good. So otherwise I was going to make sure you get introduced. And you're a mom, and we're going to talk about kids with you. But the best news of all is that you're originally from Minnesota.
Yes, ma'am.
I love
Minneapolis.
it. And listen how polite she is. Like, this is why. Where in Minneapolis did you grow up?
South Side.
Oh, in the South Side. Did you go to South or what high school?
No, I went to MPS.
MPS, what is that?
A transitional school.
Oh, transitional school, a special school that I don't even know of. I love that. It's
I got in a couple of fights in school.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
But you know what? They just kept me in there. They were like, you know what? Just gonna have to stay and fight. And so
same with me.
But I'm glad that you're here with us and you've moved all the way out to Arizona. What a beautiful, beautiful area. We'll talk more about that later because I'm not sure. It's Bullhead City. So that's interesting. So we'll chat about that. Don't go anywhere. And then going around the circle, Amy, darling, how are you? Amy's coming to us from Seattle. Amy is also a first-time guest on our show. All the gals are new. We love that. And then also from Minnesota originally.
Yep.
So we got two original Minnesota gals and myself and Lewis. And all of us are from Minnesota. And that's so exciting. You're from the beautiful Aitken, Brainerd area, which is, if you don't know where that is, now see, Nicole knows what I'm talking about. Beautiful lakes area where everybody goes up on vacation. So we'll chat about that because my family used to vacation in Pequot Lakes.
Close.
At Tip Top Resort, yes. And what I remember about Brainerd is the big Paul Bunyan that they had in Brainerd. And you would walk up to it, and it was huge. It was like the size of a building. And then we didn't know this at the time, but your parents would put your name in. And someone would say, hello. And I mean, I remember crying and crying. I was so scared. It scared me so badly. Meanwhile, I've met some of the people that actually did that work. Some guy sitting behind the microphone. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. So Brainerd, that has a lot of fun memories for me. And then finally, my friend Rudy, good to see you. Rudy and I go way, way back. Rudy has come to see me live many times. Seen me in New York. Have we in P-Town too? I don't know. We'll talk about that.
Oh yes.
I think of you as New York, but you're actually in New Jersey, South Amboy.
Yes, indeed.
Where is that?
It's near Staten Island.
Doesn't matter because
It doesn't matter.
Nobody cares. But thank you for answering. That's really good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like you. Stepped right into that. So anyway, and he's artistic, if you can imagine. He's an artistic Mo. I know. I didn't know they made those theater people and gay at the same time. So we're going to chat about that. So don't go anywhere. I have to talk to Chris because I got to get Chris while he still can speak in a coherent sentence. Because it's party day for Chris always. Because you live in Fort Lauderdale, it's party day all the time.
Literally,
right?
You were following me around because I polished off my jack. I'm onto the vodka now. We're like,
atta girl.
You know, the last couple of weeks of having to fill in Joe's role, that's hard, and I couldn't drink. So now,
so now you got to make up for it. Yeah, you got to make up for it.
We see how this goes.
Right, off to the races. It's like someone fires a gun and off we go. So, but you did a great job. And those of you maybe that didn't see us in the last couple of weeks, Joe has been we've all been very busy. Everyone's been very busy. And we're glad for that because life is finally starting to sort of come back. And we're thrilled about that. But I do have to tell you folks that that Joe, oh, look at that, Angela. Hello, awesome. Look at that. Awesome tie-dye. Look at that. Is it it's kind of tie-dye. Where'd you get that? That is nice.
It showed up. Who knows who left it at my house? It's anyone's guess.
Dear. Oh, really? People leave clothes at your house? Oh, Amber, they just celebrated 100 episodes. Amber Live.
Congratulations to our friend.
Cool? Amber Live on Sunday nights at 8:00 Eastern. If you're looking, I think it's 8:00 Eastern, just like ours, but on Sunday. And I sent a little greeting along. And maybe I don't remember if I added a song or what I did. I did it after bingo one night, and we had such a great time. And then and look at this, Wendy and Jerry and Stella. Look at that. Chris is a vision in a rainbow tie-dye. But Wendy, Jerry, and Stella, their dog, I just saw them because I was talking about how busy we all are.
That's right.
A fundraiser for Harley's. Oh, look at that, Harley's Haven. Isn't that cute? And we had never met in person, like so many bingo people, haven't met them. And there they were. They came to Quakertown in Pennsylvania, and I did a rescue for Harley's Haven. And Harley's Haven is a rescue. They rescue mostly dogs. I didn't know about that until I got up there. And I found that out. I almost turned around and left, but once you get off the bus, I couldn't leave right away. So I did the bingo, but we raised over $10,000, and it's largely for what they do is that's very expensive is all of the care, care for the animals, the medical care. And so they said that's really where most of the money is going. It
looked like an awesome turnout, and how fun that you got to meet them in person. It was
awesome. Quakertown, so I wore an outfit that did not have a zipper. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if I don't think they wear zippers in Quakertown. I wasn't sure. Anyway, so we've been busy, and Joe, thank God, is back, and then so you can have a little a relaxation, but you do a lot of work too. Chris does all our programming, so if you think you get bingo and it doesn't work, it's his fault.
I've been drinking.
He's the one. So don't direct. I don't want the hate mail. I just forward it to Chris. So anyway, but Chris, tell us how it works though, because you're the one. Chris is the one that actually designed it. And years ago, literally 2
years ago. Oh my gosh! Wow.
It's so crazy to think it's been years. And when you think about it, Chris, 2 years just about now. Because it was the end of March that we started. So we're celebrating 2 years just about. In fact, I think it was like
you got 2 years younger somehow. That's the part I'm still trying to. So we went.
Thank you. Well, you've really learned the correct responses. It's taken you a while.
I'm still working.
I know how to compliment a lady.
So if this is your first time, the 99th time of bingo is a great time to have it be your first time. You can just head over to playbingobonanza.com when you want to be there, because you get to play 3 games of bingo. We play 3 cards, 9 chances to win a prize, which is a gift certificate to the Miss Richfield Red Bubble store, which is in perfect time as we come out of winter to get your Entering Providencetown tank top, or pretty much any design there. It's awesome. You can get anything. So I am re-upping my tank top collection. It's the right time to do that. You definitely want to win. But if you're not so lucky with the balls, you can win by sharing. So you just hit share on Facebook if you're playing on playbingobonanza.com. Or if you're on Facebook, just hit share on the video, share it with your friends. We have our huge 100 ball celebration coming up. And so we'd love to make new friends for that. it's a good time for me to tell you too. Like if you're watching on Facebook or like the YouTube, if you hit the little bell icon, that'll notify you when we're going live because the schedule is changing. Coming up soon, and so you never want to miss it. We don't want to miss you. That would not be good. It's going to be tough as it is.
Totally.
Although we're going to see a lot of people in person. So make sure you do that. And then last but not least, we were only able to get to 99 shows to 100 next week because of your support. And you can show your support by sending along a little something via Venmo to @RichfieldTips or hit any dollar amount at the bottom of your screen. If you're playing on Play Bingo Bonanza, you can send it by carrier pigeon. Any way you can do it, we appreciate it. And we can use it to buy more beautiful running suits like that, or maybe an actual basketball jersey.
Or a fan.
A fan. Look at that.
I'm a little warm in my warm-up outfit is actually living up to it.
Because you probably went out for a long run before this. I can only imagine.
Oh, exactly. That is exactly. I can't believe you know me so well, Chris, and my workout regimen.
Yes.
And yes, it's tough, but I do what I can do because it's my outfits are oftentimes very revealing. Tonight I could kind of let it all hang out. I might not even be wearing a brassiere tonight. I don't remember. It's just, I got into this outfit this morning because it looks so comfortable. I've been in it all day, just lounging around the house, enjoying myself. So, but anyway, I appreciate. Oh, look at that! Amy's wishing it's Hat Bingo 100.
Well,
is my
happy
birthday.
early birthday! You got to be here to celebrate.
Wait a minute, it's your birthday. Yeah, well, she should. But if we don't have you on, make sure that you contact us so we can.
Bob's gonna reach out. We got to reach out to Amy and have Amy on.
I know. So yeah, and after that, and you already announced that we're doing it monthly after the 100. So the next one is April 4th, and that's going to be 100 balls bingo.
A lot of balls.
And then after that, we do it monthly. But fortunately, we only have to wait for 2 weeks because we're starting it in April. So the next bingo is the 25th, which is birthday bingo, and I might call it birthday bonnet. Is it my birthday? The 24th is my birthday. I know, and we're not going to talk about how old I am. Okay. You never do that with a lady. Never. In fact, I think it's 60 reasons why we're not going to talk about that. It's just nobody's business. Mind your own business, right?
I'm wondering what the first game is at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're just like, let's just move it along. Let's not even talk about it. So let me bring on our first game. And, the weather has started to get a little bit warmer. And so Naomi and Yvonne are out there for the opening, and they've actually brought their instruments. Like last week, they brought the harp for the first time. They've been playing the recorder for a while. It's sort of a nice change to get back to the harp because that's really Naomi. She plays at a Mighty Fortress Is Our God Lutheran Church in Richfield, my home congregation, at the 10:30 service with the liturgical dancers. And Yvonne, her roommate, let's just say that, is a real nice gal who drives a Harley just with one arm. She has a hook on the other side. So anyway, it's regular bingo in any direction, which means all you have to get is 5 in a row. It's not that complicated. It's quite... Oh. Sorry. Great job, gals. So just close the slider. There we are. Anyway, and they're having a good time drinking the malt liquor and making a night of it there. But you can see we've got Ruth, who was with me, actually, when I did that last bingo the other day, too. She always is with me. Wherever I call bingo, Ruth is there. She makes sure things are fair. And when I introduced Ruth, everybody cheered. It was really nice. Because, it's Quakertown. I wasn't sure how Ruth was going to go over, but turns out they love Ruth there, too. And here we go. Okay, you ready? So now remember, if you have the first bingo, if you have the first ball in bingo, anytime you have the first ball in any game, it's lucky. But if you have the first ball of the night, that means you're going to be lucky all night long. And it's a blue ball, which means it's a B, which means it's B14. B14. Look at that. Where is it? There we go. B14. There we go. And if you have B14, you say, whee, because that means you're going to be lucky for the rest of the night. How about that? Lewis is going to sit where I usually have my ball bag, but we'll put the ball bag up here. There you go. You can stay there if you want. And look at Angela, you got a wee, Angela. She's been on our show a few times. She's and Greg, look, handsome Greg. He's always driving. I don't know where he's always going. John Taylor in Scotland, which probably means something different in Scotland. Thank you, John. Good to see you. It's like the middle of the night. Brian Keene is watching. How are you, Brian and Greg? And Russell, wee. Oh, wow. 2 wees. Wow. And Kevin, congratulations on your Wii. I'm very excited. Marcos and Dave, I have a free space. Yeah, also don't forget the free space. That's a good point. Free space. Dan, Delaney, and Ralph. Hi, Ralph. Give me some butter. Noel, Josh, Brad. Oh, my word. Look at all the people with Wii's. David, Revo, Bianca Berry, Stacy. Craig C. He always has to. Craig is just... He is so happy. Luca, Laura Lanza. Hi, Laura. She was on the show this night. Eric, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Amy, Doer, it looks like. Misty, all these. And Tim, look at all these people. Mark, Barbara, Jamie Price. Hi. And Hugh. Look at Hugh. So handsome. And Wendy. Hi, Wendy again. And Kat, look, you're just going to have to read. Amber LeMay. Oh, look at this. If you don't have it on any of your cards, just say, ew. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, David. Ooh, I-20. I-20. Gosh, this is great. We got a lot of people involved today. I-20. Well, I want to bring on Noelle first because she got here at the last minute. I wanted to say thank you again, Noelle. Appreciate you being here at such late notice. B1, everybody, B1. You're a mom.
I am.
You know, that is something that I have never longed to be. A
lot of people don't.
I appreciate mothers, though, because we all have a mother. And, I lost my mother a couple of years ago. Thank God it was before the pandemic, so we could be with her. Thank God, right? I-23. Her timing wasn't always good, but she hit the mark on that one. Because if it had been a month later, we wouldn't have been able to be with her. So I was so glad that she went when she did, But sad to see her go, but glad she missed all that.
Right.
Her care center. She was in Bloomington. You know where Bloomington is.
Oh, yeah.
98th and Penn. B2.
Okay. Yep.
She was in a Presbyterian homes.
And that's always hard to see them, like that.
Right, exactly. But now you've got, how many kids do you have?
I have 2. I had one when I was 23, years ago, and she's autistic, so she was kind of my full-time thing. And
that's a full-time job.
Yeah, in 2020, they said, hey, you're going to have a boy.
Wow.
And lose your teeth in the process. And that's my best friend, Tony.
Oh, my gosh. Look at Tony. He's very handsome.
He is. He's in Minnesota, and he's single, and he's looking for a boyfriend.
Dear God in heaven. Minnesota boys. Look at this. He's looking for a boyfriend, too. He likes fellows. That's
he's the one who showed me your show or your bingo was on.
Well, I'll have to send him a note of thanks. That is sweet. And then now we got to look at your kids. So that's your daughter. Your daughter's beautiful. Look at her. She's very pretty.
Oh, she is. And she knows it, too.
And then that's your little son.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look how cute he is. How old is he now?
He just turned a year in November, so he's 16 months.
Oh my, 16 months. Oh dear God, that's when we call them the ankle biters.
Oh God, he's a wild thing.
And 34. Yeah, we call him the ankle
He's definitely wild.
Is he wild? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably seems wilder than ever because you're a little bit older,
Right, yep.
So now your daughter, then now is she able to speak and so forth?
She can say a few words. She can say a few words, but they're not sentences together. But she gets her point across.
Oh, isn't that good? 72.
Yep.
72. We had, when I grew up.
Thank you.
Before I left my home, I was almost an adult. And in the trailer next to ours, there was a couple that had an autistic child, and we didn't really know what autism was at the time.
Right now, everyone's being diagnosed with it. It's crazy.
Right, yeah, B11. And so I remember my mom asking him, well, what is that exactly? Because the child, cutest kid you've ever seen in your life, would ride his bike around. It's very mobile and everything, but didn't really speak. And so, but some kids don't talk that much,
Right.
She had a daughter who talked nonstop, but anyway, me, but yeah, he didn't speak and, didn't think that much of it. But the guy explained it to us. G48, this beautiful man and his wife had adopted this little boy. So it wasn't even their little boy originally. And he said, he goes, this is what autism is like for him. He said,
right.
It's like if you got up in the morning and you didn't want peanut butter on your toast. And every morning your mom put peanut butter on your toast, but you could never tell her you didn't like peanut butter. but every day she gave you peanut butter. He goes, that's a little bit what it's like to be autistic. And my mom and I understood that. And we were like, oh, that would be awful to want something, but to not be able to tell someone. And he goes, sometimes, like in his case, his son, that was the thing. His son really couldn't communicate with them.
Right. It definitely puts a strain on things. But then if you take the time to try to figure different ways, like she can type and do some sign language and
so
kind of dedicated
that way. 71. I was just going to ask you, well, then if she can't, how does she communicate? So sign language.
Yep.
And then
and believe it or not, she can cuss. Like she picked up cuss words, which is probably from Dad.
I was going to say she learned that from her father. That.
Exactly.
68. And how old is your daughter now?
She's going to be 13 on May 30th.
Oh my gosh, she's a teenager. Oh dear
yep.
God.
She was born on my 23rd birthday.
Oh my goodness. And so she is 13 years old. Now, a 13-year-old autistic kid, are they just as terrible as 13-year-old regular kids? Because that's
I think just a tiny bit worse because she has a little bit more frustration pent up.
Oh no, because it's already tough. And that's it. And
right.
They usually hate you at that point, right?
She hates mom. 16. It's always mom's fault for everything.
Right, exactly. But that's
if it's raining, it's my fault.
Right. You got to give them a little bit of time. And so now you're B8. Now your Minnesota experience now. You were in Minneapolis for do you still have family? Do you ever get back?
I have all my friends and my husband's family is all back there, but my mom followed me out here.
Oh, she did.
Yep.
That's probably helpful.
It is.
Special needs kid and having your mom out there. Is she helpful in taking care of your daughter?
She's my daughter's best friend. So it's great to watch.
And my grandparents lived in Arizona, but we lived in Minneapolis and we never saw them because at the time, back in the day, it was very expensive. Air tickets back in the day were as much as they are today. So
and that's crazy to think about. And even driving, too, was so hard to do.
It was so hard back in the day. And so I didn't really get to know my grandparents. And so that's wonderful. She moved out there with you. Tell your mom we said hello. Will you?
Yeah, I think she's probably watching. So
is she watching? Mom. Hey, Mom. Thanks for helping. We appreciate it. Well, bring Chris in. We're going to find out. I feel like we're all winners tonight.
I'm Nicole's mom. I just want to say hi too, by the way.
She'll like that. You're very, very cute.
Everybody likes it when Chris says hello. I know.
Exactly.
So, because I hit the jack a little early, I forgot to mention one thing, which is you have to be the first person to hit bingo to get it, which might upset a few people, but it won't upset Jeff from New Orleans because Jeff was the first one to hit bingo. For
Jeff from New Orleans? I know a Jeff from New Orleans.
Jeff Bader, by chance?
Oh, he's one of our bingo guys. He's one of our bingo boosters. Really, Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff.
Oh, well,
on that note,
hot dog, we got a wiener. Thank you, Jeff. Woo!
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your ball and play.
Oh, my goodness sakes, I'm putting the balls back in there. Boy, this little thing has really held up well. When you think of we've gone through 100 times, 99. Next week will be 100 times where we've done pulling the balls out of this baby right here. And remember when the lockdown first happened? That's when I ordered this. I didn't have this before. And I ordered bingo cages from 3 different people, 3 different organizations. Because remember, they were saying we weren't going to get things. And it took like 2 weeks to get this. But it was worth it. It's really held up well. I was just thinking that. And I oiled it the other day. So it's nice with my scooter oil that I use in P-Tone for my scooter. Well, Chris, I know we talk about how grateful we are to our bingo boosters. And really, there's no way we could have done this for so many years. Now, I used to say weeks and months, and literally we can say years now, officially now. And because of our bingo boosters, and we don't include all the names, but we try to include some names each week. In fact, let's look at those right now, Joe. And let me read through a few of them just to say thank you. And Jeff Bader's at the very.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that. He's the guy that won bingo, right?
Yes, there is, by the way, but while it's very nice and good karma to be a bingo booster, it does not increase your odds of winning. I think we're required to say that by law.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, actually, it doesn't. Yeah, it has nothing to do with winning. And if you want to know, my friend Sherry has been to every single bingo. Sherry Brown, she's a nurse in Rhode Island. And she said on this, actually, she tipped me before the show and sent a little note on Venmo. Because on Venmo, I can talk back and forth to people. And she said, I have been on 99 bingos and have not won yet. But she keeps sending in money, you know. And I think that is so nice and so hilarious. So thank you. But see, Jeff is an example. It can happen. Dreams can come true. Jay Campbell, thank you so much. And Teresa De Palma, interesting. I love the last name. Barry, thank you so much. Name, and Mike too. Mike with his little daughter. He's got the cutest little kid. And Paul and Pat, the Goodman family there, coming to us. We appreciate their other guys. They've had problems. Paul and Pat have had problems because they hit bingo and it doesn't register. So I don't know what that's about. But anyway, they're good sports and they just keep sending the money too. Thank you, guys. And David, we appreciate you so much. Guy, I love your last name too. Henricks, I would say. And Joe Kenny, thank you. And then if you could take that second column while I take a little swig of some.
Of course. It was only because I hadn't been taking swigs the last 2 weeks did I hear Matt say that this is split up alphabetically with the first half and the second half of the alphabet. I always just thought I got like randomly harder names when Matt was mad at me about something.
For real? You've never realized it's been alphabetical all these weeks.
Thank God for a little bit of sobriety to help me realize that. So let me start by saying thank you to Richard Martin and Brendan McSherry and Terry Marr and Ty. I know someone with that same last name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. How do you think that's pronounced, Ms. Richfield?
We should ask Amber LeMay. She always knows. She knows how to pronounce everything.
She knows.
I wonder if you pronounce it if it's Guyan or Newen.
I think it's Guyan, but well, Amber, let us know.
Oh, Guyan. Yeah. I bet you're right. I bet it's Guyan.
And thank you.
Well, we pronounced it every possible way. So
I know at this point we odds are good. Thank you, Susan, for acknowledging.
Oh, look at that, Susan! Look at Susan. She's so funny.
I don't know if I'm
Susan's my friend. She's another one I chat with on Venmo. And look at that. I only played the first game. Oh.
And a big thank you, of course, to George Pages and Pamela Polgreen and Eric Riker and John Wagon Knight. I'm going to take a shot on that one. I hope.
There you go.
And Kathy Waters. And thank you, Noel, for coming in and letting us know it's pronounced Win. So thank you for
pronounced
that.
Win?
Apparently everybody knows that's how it's pronounced.
Everybody, that's Win?
Yeah.
Wow.
It only took 99 games of bingo for us to learn something.
Nguyen is Win? Wow, interesting. I would not have guessed that. Would you?
I would not have, but now I know more. Thanks to our friends.
Oh, look at that pronounce. Oh, Nguyen. Now he thinks it's Nguyen. Okay, well, anyway. At any rate, we appreciate you guys communicating. We look at more. It's a Vietnamese name. I've been to Vietnam. Chris, have you been to Vietnam?
Not yet.
Oh, you gotta go. It is
opening up.
Well, I was really, I know. Oh, the terrible 2 years of no traveling. But if you get a chance to go, Thailand and actually the whole area out there, Thailand and look at here's Amber LeMay. Here we go.
Okay,
oh, God.
Amber, I love you. There's no way you typed that whole thing. That's clearly a copy and paste from Russell. I love you, Amber, but you drink as much as I do. There's just no way.
Right. And I don't think she could type them. I don't think she can type sentences. I've never seen her type a sentence before. So we love Amber. But anyway, you'll love Vietnam if you get a chance to go. Thailand as well, of course. But it wasn't a big thing for me. I didn't really care to go. Isn't that funny? It just wasn't on my list of places I really wanted to see. And when I went, I fell in love with it. And I've been back. I have been to Vietnam 5 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I go. Yeah. Wow. I would go back anytime anyone wants to bring me to Vietnam. Well, let me right now remind all of you that next week is 100 balls bingo, 100 balls bingo. Very exciting. So don't forget that. And it's, and look I've got my magic mirror out because we're going to do just a little magic mirror tonight because I have to say hello to people. We see people, we contacted some people about, the spelling of the name and things like that. But I like to look through the magic mirror and see everyone. And so you can see behind me, he likes to sit behind me and look through the magic mirror too. Lewis does. And I always see Larry. And yes, I see you on North Cherokee and Fountain in LA. He helped with the Oscars the other night. And there's, and Toma. Is it Toma? I love that. Love you, Toma. So Eric 100, can't wait. Look at Eric. Eric, you just look like a bingo guy. Jeff, greetings from Rehoboth Beach. I love Rehoboth Beach. And Jorge he says Rancho Mirage. It's really Palm Springs. Let's just call it what it is. Hi, Brad. Thailand is beautiful, my favorite. Now, he was in the military. You probably traveled all over, didn't you? Leslie, Vietnam is beautiful. All these people that have been overseas to Vietnam. I'm telling you, and the people are so friendly. Craig, love from Baton Rouge. Yeah, it's not Vietnam, but it could look like Vietnam if you look out into the ocean. Oh, hi, I missed somebody. Danny. Hi, Danny. Hi, person I missed. Hi, Russell. Nice to see you from Astoria. I love Astoria. Curtis, Rock. Hello, Kurt and Paul from Rochester. Look how happy they are. And they live in Rochester. Misty, from spring break on the couch with you. Love that, Misty. Stay on the couch. Revo, look at Revo. DC in the house. We got to get Revo on the show. Look at Revo. Lucas. Oh, Lucas Silva. Hi. From Sao Paulo, Brazil, where I visited. I got off the boat on Santos and up I went to that view. And Greg, gorgeous Greg. Hi, sweetie, from Wakefield. That very nice to see you. And Joe, hi, Joe. Japan will always be my favorite. I've been to Japan too. That's also very nice, very polite. Andrew and clean. Andrew, hi, and Noel. Oh, my friend Noel, how are you? Yeah, bring it on. Let's bring on that Bingo 100. Look at Jerry. Whew, he looks like he's serious about it. I like that. Hey, Todd, how are you? I'm gonna see Todd in a little while. Getting together with him. He's my penis. For my Christmas show. Can't do a Christmas show without your penis. And a brother to Jamie. LaDonna's one of our bingo boosters. Hi, LaDonna. Look at LaDonna looking fabulous. Goodness sakes. And Joseph, how are you? Hello, Miss R and Chris. Isn't that sweet? Derek, nice to see you. And Joe from Orlando. And John and Anthony. We'll see you this summer. Dominic, hello, waiting to win. Yeah, he's another one who plays every week, doesn't win. Gary, hello, you're not alone. And that's that town that I always get the pronunciation, but it's in Ohio. I'll just say that. And now Danny is fabulous. Danny always sends extra money for Naomi and her roommate and to buy an extra beer. It was so great being thank you, Bianca, last week and from Northridge. And I filmed a television show in Northridge, so I know exactly where she lives. Marcos and Dave, hola, Caribbean, the island of Puerto Rico. And Kevin, hello from Robbinsdale, which is Richfield in the north. Fester, hi, David, Sherry, Wendy, hello again. John from Scotland, playing at 1:35 a.m. That's commitment, let me tell you. And then, I missed one. Brad, I think it was Trish. Brad, hi, and Tim. Oh, fabulous. One more century, right? Melanie, nice to see you from Quakertown. Melanie from Quakertown. I was just in your hometown. Hi, Sue. I can't say. Okay, Barbara, Tyler. Hi, Tyler. San Francisco. I love it. Angela, good to see you, my love. Look at her. Chris. Oh, Chris, how have you been? Chris and Joe, P-Town for the 2019. Mark, hello. And 99 love episode. From St. Pete's. I love St. Pete. That's one of my favorite places in Florida. St. Pete's so gay and so fun. Jamie, 295 cards and no bingo. Wow. You should talk to Sherry. I think she has even more than that. Lucy, hi. And Shia got stuck in Fargo office, but had some laughs. Oh, always bring a smile to my face. Thank you, Shia. Carl, Joe, all these friends. Look at that. Sherry from Philly. Oh, I love Philly. And Christy and Jan. And all these people, look at this. And Chris again, hello. And Misty, hello, Misty. Fizzy, I like Misty Fizzy. Mark Scott, hi, Mark. Bianca, he's always the first tipper. Bianca, again. Steven, how are you, my love? Oh, my word. All these different people. It's hard to get through everybody. And I know we missed some. I'm sorry if I missed some. In fact, the Magic Mirror has this is holding the Magic Mirror together. This is a little clip I had to put on. Because the Magic Mirror wears out because it's we've used it so much that and it starts to smoke and then we have to turn it off. But anyway, and right here you'll see Lewis is just relaxing right here. There's Lewis. There he is. And I'm not alone. I'm never alone when I've got Lewis. And it's a good reason to have a pet. You're never by yourself. But if you are by yourself or you're feeling lonely, I always say through the magic mirror, you're not by yourself tonight. We see you and we're thinking about you. And we don't do it alone. If you're out there struggling, don't you do it alone. You find someone to talk to. There's going to be somebody out there. Might not be the first person you talk to, but you just hang in there, kiddos. Then you talk to somebody because that makes life a little bit better and our struggles a little bit better, and we can share them. So if you're struggling, talk to somebody, okay? So now we're going to do the next game is X marks the spot, okay? X marks the spot is the next one on here. And that's kind of a cool one because X marks the spot is something we don't usually do an X like this, but I thought, you know what? wait a minute. Isn't it beautiful? So we're going to call everything but ends, okay? Now you put my glove into your claw. Everything but ends, okay? So no ends, but everything else, okay? So here we go. We're sailing through. Hang on, everything but ends, and I'm going to call them quickly, okay? Because it's a little bit more of a complicated game, okay? So it'll take us a little bit longer, but I'll call them a little faster. So you got to pay attention, all right? We're going to go faster. We're going to start with N39, okay? Now I want to bring on Shannon and Chachi next because they are decorated so beautifully. And look at that. And they're in Denver, but they're rooting for Kansas, right?
That's right, ma'am.
I-20, okay? I-20. And you know, my friend Sherry Brown, who's she is one of our bingo boosters, and she's from Rhode Island, and she went to Villanova.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Well, that's who they play in the Final Four. Kansas and Villanova play in the Final Four, and
72. They're playing the final
rematch.
They're going to be in the finals. Villanova.
The Final Four. So the last four teams in the tournament are Kansas and Villanova, and they play each other. And then the winner of that game goes to the finals.
71. So they go to the finals.
Yep. The other two teams are Duke and North Carolina.
Yeah, this is why I really don't follow this sort of thing. It seems like a lot of math involved. Not my favorite. G48.
I let him do all the talking because the only thing I know about basketball is like Space Jam.
I love that you said baseball. That makes my night to know that I'm not the only one that thinks it's baseball. G58. So now we have to chat a little bit about what you do, because I know the two of you are very busy people. And acting and so forth, right? Aren't you an actor? Hang on a minute. Before we go to any photos, I have to call B4. And because don't you have pictures of your acting or something? I have a note here that I'm supposed to ask you about.
I don't know what I submitted because it's all work that he's done.
Oh, Shannon. Oh, Shannon. So Shannon, you're the actor?
Yep, I am. I direct choreograph. I pretty much do it across the board.
That looks like Greater Tuna up in the upper right-hand corner.
That is, yep, ma'am. That was Tuna Christmas, and I was just in that this last Christmas.
That's a great show. And what's the other one where you're flying through the air?
That is 9 to 5. I played Frank Hart, so I played the bad guy, and that's the scene where the girls string him up and pull him to the ceiling.
Okay, now while we think of that, I'm going to call 063. Okay, say the net. Okay, so that's where they tie him up.
Yeah.
That's where that's cool. And they really did a good job of, looks like, of tying you up and incapacitating you.
Yeah, they did. And we had 4 people backstage pulling the rope with a bunch of sandbags for weight to get me up really high.
And isn't that crazy? Now, I have done that in theaters. And then what are the other picture is, hang on a minute, 066. The other picture, who's the picture with the movie star?
Well, that was me. I volunteered for our Comic-Con here in Denver, and I did backstage stuff. And last minute, they needed someone to moderate with Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek. So
Wow.
I jumped on stage and got to ask her questions and kiki, and it was wonderful.
B9. And tell us then, it was just a spur of the moment thing?
It was a spur moment. I had about a half an hour to prepare. And
Oh my gosh, to talk to somebody like that?
yes, so I was
Did
scrambling.
you just get on the internet and start?
I got on the internet, but luckily because it was Comic-Con and you're just surrounded by fans and nerds, I was like, what would you like to ask? If you had a moment, what would you say? And so I just compiled all of this stuff, and luckily she's a great storyteller too. So she would just
Well, Rain said she's very nice. We're getting messages on their board here
yes,
that some people have met her too and said she's very nice. G53. How
she
cool
really
is that?
Yeah, she's so committed to her fans. She will, and at her age, it takes a lot out of her, but she still gives, and it's wonderful.
How old is she? Is she 74?
No, she's older than 74.
She's past 074. I know that.
So she's past that.
And I believe this is going to be her last year doing the scenes, going around and doing the conventions. I'm not 100% certain.
65. So you're not sure if she's going to be doing it after this. So that was kind of special to be part of that. When was that? Just last couple years ago?
It was 2 years ago, yeah. So it was
before the pandemic. Oh,
Yeah.
awful. Well, thank God she made it through the pandemic. My gosh. B10, everybody, B10.
Exactly.
So now we have to find out. Look at that.
She's 89.
Oh, she's 89?
You don't have, your balls don't go that high.
My balls don't go that I have lower balls, but I don't.
Yeah, not higher. No.
G56. That is amazing that she's, and don't you find that inspiring?
Yes.
That's why I'm the type of person that I don't really mind if people know my age, because I think, for younger people, it's inspiring to see people who are older than them, do things and be active.
It made me think of last night in the Oscars, Liza Minnelli came out on stage.
Oh my gosh. 70. And poor Liza, she's struggling so with her health. She's got a lot of health issues. The poor thing. And years ago, when she was starting, she's been struggling with health issues for a long time. B8. But I'll tell you, look at that. Dr. King approached her in the 60s when she was thinking of leaving. Oh, look at that. He inspired her. Isn't that cool? He inspired her to stay on. I didn't know that.
He was such a representative for everything, for the gender, for the culture. And he said, you have to commit to this project.
Really?
Yes.
Dr. King said that.
Dr. King said that to her.
Did she talk about that? I-21. Did she talk about that when you interviewed her?
She did. Yes, she absolutely did.
How amazing to have that in your history where Dr. King talked to you at all. Were you in
absolutely
Dr. King? That's amazing. They showed some B1. They showed some on our public television station. Dr. King came to Minnesota, to the University of Minnesota at one point, and they showed some vintage footage of that. And I thought, wow, wouldn't that have been inspiring to be close enough to hear him actually speak?
Yeah.
And they got together. It was before things were really, really big. And so he just spoke with a bunch of students. It was thought, wow, that must have been amazing. And what a leader. But that's amazing. I didn't know all that about her. See, I'm not a big Star Trek guy.
Right.
Yeah, folks, people.
And
honestly, everybody, G54.
I didn't know much either, but I was just so lucky that I was surrounded by all the fans, and it came together, and it was a wonderful experience.
That's so amazing. And I would have thought you were the theater guy, but it's Shannon. B7. B7.
I have done some, yeah. So, and we've actually been able to do a couple shows together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did a Little Shop of Horrors, and I helped
Reefer Madness. And he was my stage manager when I directed Faulty Towers. So
I-22. Faulty Towers is my favorite comedy ever.
Oh, it's so
is there a stage production of it?
They're not technically, but they sell the rights to the episodes, the TV episodes, and then I turned it into a stage production.
You're kidding.
So I did 4 of that. I did 4 of the television episodes, and I put it on stage.
G59. Which episode did you use?
We did the anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
We did the inspectors.
Oh yeah.
A real good one. So those were the two favorites.
G50. Was the inspector the one with the rat?
No, that's Basil the rat, and I'm hoping I get to direct that one someday.
That's the first one I saw. Was Basil. Look at I said rat, and look at Lewis.
Lewis right on cue.
He's ready.
He's a showbiz cat, folks.
Where's the rat?
I-18. We all love to hear I-18. Well, hang on. Let me bring Rudy in for a second. Rudy, get in here. Oh, look at that. People are talking about Faulty Towers. It is the best thing ever. It is so funny. So, Rudy, get in here. We're talking about theater, and Rudy loves theater. He comes to, don't you? You love theater, and you're part of also an actor as well, aren't you? I-26.
Yes, I am. I studied Meisner technique for 2 years in New York City at a great conservatory, and I've been auditioning for years. I've been on almost every TV show in the background, not usually saying anything, but I'm there.
But you're there. 069. Yeah. 069. Oh, we got to blow the 069 whistle. That is the 069 whistle. That is so cool. And so what have you done anything lately? Wait a minute. You did a scene with somebody, right?
Yes, I had a scene with Ray Liotta once where he gave me the side eye and apparently looked really good on screen. Yeah, that was fun.
B2. Do we have a picture of that?
No.
Do we have any pictures from you?
Yes, we do have those.
What do we have for pictures? Oh, that's when I was in New York.
Yes. New York is on the left and P-Town is on the right.
P-Town's on the right.
Providencetown.
Oh, yeah, Providencetown. We love Providencetown. 067. And I'm in P-Town, of course, at the Pilgrim House again this year. And in the fall, I'm coming to the Triad in New York again.
Yay!
You love that? G47. And so I'm coming to, I'm going to be coming to that. Remember, we're doing the Big X, everybody, okay? The Big X, which it, Lewis can't get over Lewis is just like mesmerized. I don't know that. I think it's your decorations. Oh my gosh. Is there really a bingo? I'm kind of surprised there's a bingo yet. It's kind of hard. I wanted to do one that's a little more challenging, because we do so many easy games. I thought, let's do one that's a little more challenging. Well, Chris, come on aboard and let us know now who won the Big X. Because we played the little X, but this is the Big X.
It's the Big X. But before I do that, we have to celebrate Bianca Red for being our share winner.
Bianca was our share winner.
Know.
Oh my gosh! Yay!
Right.
We love Bianca.
Thank you, Bianca. Rudy, I think you've been a share winner twice. Is my memory good?
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
Wow, it's the only thing I ever got right. And so big congratulations from right here in my backyard to David from Wilton Manors on winning game 2. Congratulations, David.
From Wilton Manors.
Yes.
Wonder if he's gay.
Hot
dog, we got a wiener and a mo.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Okay, now, Chris, you had to be impressed with that last calling that I did.
Yes.
I mean, that's a hard game. There's a lot of balls in this bag.
I know.
But I thought it'd be fun I thought it'd be fun though, because we play a lot of simple games. It's kind of fun to play one that's a little harder and gives people a chance to probably get closer.
Yes, and I felt good. I felt good having Ruth there to watch.
Ruth.
So
not to mention Lewis, who seems to be keeping a pretty close tally.
Although you did throw me off to like a confusing start when you started with N39, which you weren't supposed to call. But I thought, oh, Miss Rachel wants me to have another drink, so that's very kind of you.
Right. So that was just for you. That was just for you, just to test you
and showing
just to see if you were paying attention. Okay. So now one of the things that we celebrated last week and celebrated last night. If some of you watch television, was the big Oscars, and that was something, wasn't it?
It's great.
Did you watch it? Did you see what happened live? I saw that.
Oh wait, well I did see it this morning with Will Smith.
Yeah, the Will Smith thing. I mean, that was shocking. And as we were watching it, at first you thought that's got to be a setup. That's just got to be a joke.
It's gotta be a joke. And I can't believe how like he handled like that situation on stage. Can you just imagine? Well, actually, we've seen that. We've seen Lewis like basically have his own Will Smith incident sort of with you. Do you remember that?
I never thought of that.
Yes.
I never thought of that. But it's so in a sense, I'm like Chris Rock.
You're basically you should be on an Oscar show.
I'm going to go and get a little piece of that tape and send it to Chris Rock so he doesn't feel so badly.
We'll make him
He's
feel
not
better.
the first one to get swiped, to get slapped right on camera.
And
actually, he didn't swipe me on camera. He made sure I was damaged before the camera went on.
Oh.
But our dear friend, Dennis Greenblatt, I think I'm saying that right. I'm still from memory.
Yeah.
He did some really fun mock-ups, and we didn't get to all of those last week when we honored the Academy Awards. So we said, "Oh, let's do it this week." We just ran out of time. And look, wait, go back, Joe. What was that? One was Don't Look Up. That's right. And Encanto, I haven't seen Encanto yet. Have you?
I have not.
I look like I should be starring in it. I mean, really, that's convincing. The Encanto one, I love it. All right, and then Spencer, I think I could see me playing Lady Di. Don't you think?
I mean, definitely could see that.
Look at the good job he does at taking these pictures, and these are just pictures he's finding on the internet and putting them into these movie posters. Look at this Nightmare Alley, starring me, and Bradley Cooper, whoever that is, whatever. Anyway, and then and West Side Story. Oh my gosh, I'm made for that. That looks so real. That could be me. That could be me and my body, I think, just a couple years ago. Licorice Pizza, I didn't see that yet. Did you?
I have not seen that, but it sounds delightful.
Doesn't it? Licorice Pizza? That's fantastic. What great job he did on all these posters. He's a graphic artist, and he gets a kick out of doing that. So we had him on a number of weeks ago, and he said, "Oh, yeah, I'll do some posters for you." And he whipped up 12 posters or something. It was amazing. He's in Connecticut, so I hope I'll see you, Mr. Dennis, in P-Town this summer. I hope so. And of course, we always remind you, next week's bingo is 100 balls bingo. And then after that, we'll have a couple weeks off, and we'll pick it up on my birthday bingo. Yes, so that'll be very important. New schedule after next week. So come next week. And then as we celebrate 100, then we'll go to the last Monday of the month, which will be April 25th and then May 30th. And even though May 30th is Memorial Day, we're doing it on Memorial Day. You're going to work on the holiday. That's not going to hurt us. So let's look at our next game, which I think is going to be pretty easy because I knew that X was going to be a little more challenging. And this is going to be Lucky 7. And Lucky 7 means what's nice about Lucky 7. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, dear. She plays it with that hook. That's how she plays that. Oh, dear. Well, please, I hate it when they get it on the glass of the slider door. They get it on the glass. There they go. Bye, ladies. There they go. Yep. Hard to believe. There they go. All gone. Well, anyway, so we're going to do Lucky 7. Now, Lucky 7 means you can't use the free space, so don't use the free space. Okay, please don't do that. But I got to bring Amy on, and then we're going to get back to Rudy again in a minute because we didn't really finish talking to Rudy. But Amy is going to – hi, Amy. Thanks for waiting for us.
Of course.
We were chatting away. You know how it is. We get chatting, and you know how it goes.
I understand.
But Amy is a first-time guest on our show, and we're so happy about that. Coming to us originally from the Brainerd area, Aitkin-Brainerd area. Where did you live? In Minnesota, which is actually we say the northern part of the state. It's really the middle of the state.
Right.
Because Minneapolis is way down here. It's way down here. Mm-hmm. And then Brainerd's in the middle here. Yeah. Then you go way up there. The Boundary Waters is really beautiful too. It's actually lovely. B13. But a car full of kids. My parents, they weren't going up to the Canadian border. We got to, as far as Brainerd, we got to Pequot Lakes, and we went.
Yeah.
We were in Tip Top Resort for all the years with the Schultz family. All the years that I was a kid, we started with 1 week, and then we went to 2 weeks, and then we went to 3 weeks, and then my dad finally got 4 weeks of vacation. Unions. That's why he was a union plumber. 73. And so he got lots of vacation, and but he liked to spend all of it up there because it was so beautiful. And then the Whitefish chain of lakes. There's more water than land in a lot of that area. So now, how long ago did you move, and why did you move?
Well, it's been half of my life now in Seattle.
Because
I will tell
Seattle's
you,
nice.
It is. It's really nice.
Yeah,
I've been here
very pretty.
not to date myself, but 25 years.
Well, you just say I moved when I was in first grade. That's how you do that. You got to learn how to listen, sweetie. If you're going to make it in this business, you got to learn. Got to learn how to do that. G54, everybody.
I will tell you though that I spent the first 8 years of my life near the Boundary Waters up in Ely.
Ely? My hairstylist has a cabin up in Ely.
Oh, it's so pretty there. It's beautiful.
Stephen and his boyfriend, and they got married. You know what his husband's name is? Stephen. It's so easy. Can I talk to Steve? Doesn't matter who answers,
Right.
B12. So, but up there, it is so beautiful. And their cabin is off the grid. So they don't have electricity or water or anything, which makes going to the Biffy a little crazy if the weather's not so nice. But love Ely. Look at Misty loves Ely too. It's such a beautiful. And then Lewis.
It's
do you
real
like
pretty.
Ely? Lewis might like Ely. Do you like Ely, Lewis? I think he does. So he deserves a treat. I think he's been sitting so nicely, and I haven't given him a treat yet. We're not giving him hot dogs. He's 2 pounds overweight. And when you only weigh 12 pounds, 2 pounds is a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 2 something overweight, but okay. 61. So I'm gonna give him a little treat, and we're doing fine for time here. So, but now tell us, you work for Amazon, so that's kind of you're in a good place because a lot of Amazon's headquartered, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've been at Amazon for a while, and that's one of the reasons why I've stayed in Seattle because a good job is kind of worth a lot.
Well, yeah, but isn't it? It's expensive, isn't it? B14, isn't that a fortune?
It is. It is an expensive city. I don't think it's as close to maybe San Francisco or New York or Boston, but it's expensive.
Oh, I think it's as expensive. They say it's just getting so expensive because all you people are moving up there. I know the tech people, and then
but listen, and so I came long before all that. So
right. So hopefully you got a home.
Yes.
Did you buy? Oh, that's good. You probably couldn't afford to buy now. B9, better than Malignant. B9. So we have to see your dogs and cats and so forth. You're a pet person. I'm a pet person, as you know. So let's see. We have photos.
We do have photos, and I could go find my cat.
Look at this. Oh, that looks like Lewis. It looks like an orange Lewis.
Yes, that's Fat Andy.
Fat Andy. So you're not the only fat cat. How's
no,
that? There's Fat Andy.
He's reclaiming it. He's reclaiming the word.
Fat Andy and Large Lewis. We could say,
yes.
we could do Large Lewis.
Exactly.
And then who are the puppies? It looks like you got a couple Mexicans there.
Yep. Benito is the top one.
Oh.
And then the bottom one is Bruce, but when I adopted him, he was also named Benny.
Oh, really?
Great. Yeah.
How weird is that? And then who's the gal there on the far right?
That is me. That's me as Glamazon Prime.
That was Glamazon?
Yeah.
Now I called bingo for a Glamazon group, which for those people that don't know, it's the gay and lesbians that work for Amazon, correct?
Yes. Yep. Glamazon is the name of the affinity group for sure. And so I, as I'm a straight woman, I kind of felt bad borrowing it. But
I was going to say the decorations you've got behind you, you could be a lesbian if I just squinted.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it looks like you have some handmade art hanging on the wall.
Yeah, sure. I didn't make it, but yeah, Etsy.
Is that a lot of potted plants?
Yes, I was trying to, I got the email that said I had to decorate, and I was like, oh no.
Oh.
And I don't care at all about basketball.
Right, yeah.
So I went for the spring sort of idea.
Oh, right.
So this is supposed to make you think of, nice springtime.
Right. Oh, I'm totally thinking of spring. And then what's with the flags on the top then?
Oh, that's just like it's just
and your Miss Richfield pillow?
And my Miss Richfield pillow.
No way. See, that's just the touch of femininity that makes me think you don't like women. Right up until then, I thought she's lying to us and she's a friend of Naomi and Yvonne's. But now I'm thinking with that little bit of femininity in the background, it's just enough, but the plants look healthy.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they're good. There's a lot of sunlight in this room, so.
I-27. There's not a lot of sunlight in Seattle, though, is there?
We're coming up on the season where there's tons of it. So yeah, our summers.
I was only there one time. I was there for a week. Oh, look at that. The bluest skies you've ever seen are in Seattle. Oh, Rains. Look at Rains. Rains won our cruise. He was on a cruise with me. But, I was there only 1 week. It was like 9 days or it was 8 days. And it was sunny the whole time. It was like, and it turned out it had been sunny the day before. So I was there on the 9th day when it rained in the afternoon. It was like the longest stretch of sunshine they'd had in, 100 years or something. G51, but it's so pretty out there. Who cares?
It is, yeah.
Who cares?
Honestly, it doesn't rain that much in the summer. Like our summers are fantastic. It's why people live here. So.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's like spring and fall in Minnesota. It's so beautiful. Summer's a little warm. I find summer's humid and warm. Don't forget it's Lucky 7, everybody. G56. It's Lucky 7. You just have to get 7 on any of the cards, not counting the free space. So let's bring everybody in for just a moment, if we could, because I want to bring all my there. Look at it's a beautiful crowd tonight. It's a real show business crowd, I think, tonight in a weird way, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think the Academy Awards are interesting, but I think bingo is more interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
But so far, nobody's been hurt. Nobody. But anybody else? 072. 072. Oh my gosh. Now, Noelle, do your kids hit? Children hit, don't they?
Yeah, my son beats me up a lot.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what kids are supposed to do.
I had a black eye last week from it, so.
Oh, but that took some splaining, right? Did you?
Yeah, right?
Oh, I fell down the stairs, right. And 38. Well, there we go.
Bingo!
New balls up. But what a great group of people you've been. And I love meeting new friends, Amy and the girls, Amy and Nicole, and the other girls, Rudy and Shannon and Chachi, met before. But it's such a delight. And what I like is you came from all over Arizona, way out west, but the South, and then Washington, Seattle, west,
all the way
north.
up.
And then New Jersey, we don't have to tell you where that is, So, yeah, just look for the oil refineries. You'll find New Jersey. And then Denver, right in the middle of it. And then me and Lewis, right?
Yeah.
Lewis is looking fantastic. So hang on. Let me talk to Chris. Bring Chris in and see. Chris, what's going on here now? Ooh, I'm going to look at my fan. Oh, Chris is muted again. I know.
I know. It's the dogs.
You haven't done that for weeks. I
just thought
for a while it was a regular basis.
I know. Like, let's bring back memories.
I used to wear a button. Remember that said, "Chris, unmute yourself."
So that last number was a lucky number. There were a lot of bingos, but the most important one is Lucas Santiago from Amsterdam, New York.
Oh, Lucas from Amsterdam, New York. That sounds exotic.
I know.
Fantastic. Well, it's New York, Rudy. It's New York. Not New Jersey, but what can you do? Hot dog, we got a wiener. I think we could do that.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
I'm playing my tune, LOVE. Listen, you got to join us next week when we celebrate 100 bingos. Hope you'll come back and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Same time, same place. And then we're going to monthly after that, okay? So I want all of my guests to show up right now to say thank you to Shannon and Chachi, to Rudy, to Amy, and Nicole. Thank you for coming at the last minute. I want to say best wishes to Nicole for raising those beautiful children. Congratulations.
Thank
I want to
you.
say to the boys, Chachi and Shannon, go team, go. I hope this happens. And I have nothing to say to you, Rudy, except keep buying tickets to my show. And Amy, I use Amazon all the time. Here it goes.
Ow. It's for the way you look at me.
What's next?
Oh. It's for the only one I see.
Do it with your legs.
It's very, very extraordinary. Is even more than anyone that you adore. Love.
I love that.
For me and you. Love was made for me and you.
And you. And you. And you. I love you all. Good night. See ya. Bingo next week.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Now it's your turn. Join with me.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play. Now you.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play. The right
your
can
balls and
hear
play.
you. Grab your